We're talking today with the ASX listed company Knosys, ASX code KNO, market cap of around $19 million. The company creates software to empower organisations, providing them with new ways to find, use and share information. Knosys software as a service solutions boost productivity, collaboration and connectivity in the digital workplace. Joining me is Managing Director John Thompson. John, welcome back to the network.
Pleasure to be here again with you.
Now, John, in regards to Knosys, you generated very strong revenue growth of around 94% in financial year 2022. Can you give us some insights into the factors driving this increase in revenue?
Look, we were very pleased with our FY22 results, in particular our top line revenue growth, which as you said is about 94%. This was driven by a full year contribution from our Green Orbit product line, which we acquired in March 2021, and also 10 months contribution from the Libero product line, which was acquired in August 2021. In terms of organic growth, we also secured key new contract wins and customer extensions throughout the year, which also contributed to this high percentage increase. These wins included 2-year contract extensions with Optus, major contract extensions with our Green Orbit intranet solution customers such as Harvey Norman and HealthScope, and we won a number of government contracts with Health Direct, Service TAS, Service SA, just to name a few. So Knosys, as a software as a service technology company, we operate on really high margins, and that's our business model. And gross margin is normally in the order of 87%. So as a product solution provider, we typically spend about 14% of our revenue on R&D annually. And as you can see, we've also been very pleased to report that we have around 340 customers, including some really impressive blue chip clients that we work with. And we worked diligently with them during the year to increase the contract value of each client over time through upsell opportunities. And that's been reflected in the growth that you see in our top line revenue. And in terms of our recurring revenue, we're entering FY23 with recurring revenue of about 9.4 million, which is up 50% compared to the same time last year. So we're looking relatively good as we sit here today.
Thanks, John. And of course, in financial year 2022, you also invested in growth. Can you give us a little bit more colour on that?
Yes, that's right. I mean, over the past year, we made targeted investments in growth across our sales and marketing function, our product development, and our customer support groups. Now, these were done firstly to support the integration of the new product lines within the business, but also to position the business for greater customer acquisition and future revenue growth. Probably the most pleasing aspect of this has been that these internal investments over the past year were predominantly self-funded, as our operating cash outflow of only about $220,000, we now have a cash balance of $5 million. So that's a good position to be in, we feel. So FY22 really was in line with our strategy to transform Knosys into a global SaaS technology company, offering a range of software solutions, which are particularly targeted at boosting productivity, collaboration, and connectivity in the digital world. So Knosys now really has a focus on recurring revenue base from its 3 SaaS solutions and our expanded global footprint.
And John, you're well positioned given the global tailwinds, if you like, in regards to hybrid working and information overload, for want of a better word. Can you tell us a little bit more about how these trends are helping you and what you're seeing in the market?
Yeah, I'll focus on the 2 most important trends that we really see and affect our business. Present day is commonly referred to as the age of information overload. And by this I mean groups like McKinsey did research and found employees spend 9.3 hours a week on average searching and gathering information. If you put that another way, businesses hire 5 employees, but only 4 of them show up to work. And that's the impact that finding information has in terms of your efficiency. Now, this work was further supported by IDC data, which shows that most knowledge-based workers spend 2.5 hours per day, or roughly 30% of their workday, searching for information in order to solve their problem or their customers. Now, these aren't very good statistics, obviously. And then you look at COVID. Now, COVID also gave us a glimpse of the future of workplaces. Now we are seeing a massive generational shift, which will force companies to adapt to a hybrid work model. Companies need to develop business models that focus on increased information collaboration, secure means to access information from any location, and really to embrace this remote work force that now exists. So leading employers need to increase focus on employee experience, and they need the provided technology they use to be productive, empowering, and easy to use. So this really drives demand for our solutions, which simplify, prioritize information to ensure that workers only see the information they need to perform their role with increasing efficiency and effectiveness.
And John, you had a fantastic financial year in 2022. What's the future look like for Knosys in financial year 2023?
Look, we enter the FY23 with really favourable industry trends that I just spoke of, and we have a healthy pipeline of opportunities across our entire portfolio of solutions. So this year, we aim to continue to grow our recurring revenue base because we are a SaaS business, but we're also focusing on operational performance and, most importantly, self-funding these initiatives. Specifically, we expect our net operating cash flow to improve during FY23, and we expect to see our operating leverage in our model moving forward really start to show. And by that, I mean that our revenue will exceed that of our operating expenditure and our investment in growth initiatives. So we're quietly confident about the year ahead, despite the macroeconomic conditions that we face, and we look forward to updating your audience throughout the year on how we're going.
John Thompson, thanks for the update.
My pleasure. Thank you.